Good afternoon! We are so close to finishing this game. I gotta think about what I'm gonna play next. I want to do another longer series game, but we'll see. Definitely eyeing Bulletstorm. Let's go, Birdie Stream! Hi, Merch. I was just talking to myself, deciding what I wanted to do once I'm done with this. I definitely have my eyes on Bulletstorm, but that's not going to be a very long series. I could potentially restart Destroy All Humans. That would be a really fun one to stream. There's a COVID outbreak in the voice studio, like at your school? I hope that you guys are staying safe.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Oh, where? This bitch is walking through. Don't mind me. You love Destroy All Humans, and yeah, you have 10 in quarantine. Uh-oh. Where will you go if the school closes? I assume by you'll get shut down, you mean the whole school, and not just the music department, because that would be silly.
Protect me in this battle. Your magic is running out. Take a potion.
Bonk! Executed that guy, that was cool. Why just the music department? If the school has an outbreak happening, then like... doesn't the school close down? Oops. Only voice student so far. Have you been tested, Birch? Are you okay? And Nea, since he lives with you, and is also in the music stuff. You're good. That's good. Have you told that teacher to fuck off yet?
You have returned. The rule is still the same, you know.
I am Siora, daughter of Bladne, daughter of Meb. My mother, the Mal of the Red Spears, was a member of the council.
All here remember, and the Vorst Tirse. She was a courageous Mal, but you are not yet Mal in her stead, and you do not carry her seal. I am sorry, Siora. I cannot allow you to enter.
I beg your pardon. I did not know.
Here is the seal of Donegad Katasak, of the village of Wenxavier.
And so you are a trusted friend of the great healer. He must see your true face and find it worthy. Enter. You are welcome.
I give you warm greetings, Glendan. I am Desardet, legate of the Congregation of Merchants.
Your merchant congregation sways me very slightly from my path. But you are a current of Katasach. His trust in you makes me stop and look at you. What brings you here?
I seek a remedy. My cousin and many other people on our island suffer from a terrible sickness. We think that Enon Milfrictiman can help us find a cure.
Really? And Katasach sent you to see me?
He told me that the only way to meet with your god was to come and see you. You would judge our worthiness.
Judge your intentions? Yes, that I can do. But even if I should do this, you would have many trials to pass. For the path you seek to follow has only been tread but a very few times, and you are the first Renaigse to set foot upon it. We must begin where everything begins. There is a trial. The trial of water. It will show us the reflection of your soul.
What must I do?
You must go to a cavern and tell me what you see on the seal you will find deep in its center.
And I suppose this cavern is guarded?
That is true. But the simplest solution is not always the best. It is a path with many forks. I hope you will prove that you understand the spirit of our people and our island. Go now. Show us your true face, and return purified by the waters of the cavern.
I must leave. Goodbye.
Qua awelem seg.
You have spoken to Glendan as you wanted. What more can I do for you?
I was asked to pass the trial of water. What do you know about it?
I have never passed it. Only those who must reveal their soul walk this path. The High Kings and Queens. It is a tremendous honor given to you, Renaigse.
Do you have any advice to give me?
I only know that the trial can be passed in many ways, and your choice will reveal the makings of your soul. One way is through strength, the other by ruse and heart. But I know no more than this. The trials are kept secret. Anything else?
Nothing else, thank you. I need to leave.
Good luck. And do not lose yourself in your own reflection.
I should go. Okay, I want to grab Kurt. I'm gonna talk to Kurt, because I haven't done that in a while and I seem to not be progressing much. Although I think his story's done, so maybe I talk to you.
Karans,
You're
I
told
need
by
to
the
talk
dean?
to you. I have to ask you for another favor.
I'm listening, Siora.
Do you remember the mine shakers in my village?
Yes. If I understand correctly, there was some kind of an agreement made with them.
Even though these priests would make good allies against the lions because they hate them as much as we do, my mother would never have traded the spirits of the people of the village in exchange for their help. And she would have wanted to be buried according to our rituals. She was deeply attached to our traditions.
So you think that they're lying?
Yes. And you understand these Renaigse better than I do. Will you investigate this matter with me?
Well, back to procrastinating.
Of course. Let's go.
You were told by the dean that you had to write a letter which sucked. Chipolin at Biddy's stream. Biddy? Birdie. That's me. I'm Birdie. I accepted and I wanted to go there now. That will give me a chance to talk to Kurt. I think that's who people wanted to romance. How are you, Seeker?
Sade, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
Greenblood, my friend. Do you need something?
You seemed really attached to Raina.
He brought some memories back. I was a bit like him at his age, and I felt responsible for his well-being. After all, I recruited him. Why? Don't tell me you're jealous of this poor kid.
What do we say? Does anybody want to pick something? I'll give it a sec. Bone him. I'm trying to. But we have to decide what to tell him, or what to ask him. We'll go with the most neutral.
Don't be foolish. It's just that you seemed so hurt about everything he went through. I wanted to understand how you felt.
That's kind. I'm sorry I made that stupid comment. This whole matter makes me nervous. I should have known that you were far too subtle to feel like that. Anything else?
Oh, there we go.
You told me that you enlisted at a very young age. But do you have any pleasant memories of your childhood?
Some, yes. Why? What kind of memories were you thinking about?
Tell me about a happy memory of yours. A memory that makes you smile.
I have a few sweet but blurry memories of my wet nurse. I remember her smell of crushed flowers and herbs. But when I try to remember something happy, it's the memory of a later event that stirs. The memory of a day when we skipped training to go for a swim in the river. It was spring. We waded for a good part of the afternoon into a marvelous little cold stream, running over a bed of round pebbles. Isn't it odd that that appears to be my happiest memory?
No. It was a moment of freedom. You were carefree. I guess that's why you remember it.
You're right. Since that day, there hasn't been much room in my life for being carefree. Anything else?
Rolf appeared to know you well. What was he to you? A friend? A rival?
A little bit of both. I wouldn't have willingly chosen him to be my comrade. And yet he was. And he was always picking at me to make sure that he was the best, the strongest, and the most appreciated. I suppose we all have someone like this in our past. Did you not experience that with Constantine?
Constantine was never easygoing. But we were friends more often than we were rivals. I know he could be awful towards other children, but he always had a liking for me.
You were, and I think you still are, his only friend. The court has not been kind to him.
It's true. Did you know that his father told him one day that he would never climb up the ladder if he did not start behaving in a noble way? Constantine took it a bit too literally and decided to climb up the city walls.
Yes, I wasn't with you then, but I was told about it. That was the first time you saved his life. You were very brave that day. And if memory serves, thanks to you, he wasn't even punished. You really are the friend everyone dreams of having. Anything else?
Oh, another one.
Sieglinde appears to know you well, and to have a lot of respect for you.
We fought together. That brings people closer, you know that. But I can assure you that's all there is to it. Actually, up until now, I've fought by your side more often than I have hers.
Ooh. I think we complimented that. This one sounds a little aggressive.
Yet you still managed to surprise me.
I certainly hope so. Just as you surprise me often. Finding pleasure in discovering new aspects of one another's personality is half the fun of a relationship, isn't it? Anything else?
Ooh, he used the R word.
Now that you've taken care of Major Herman, have you begun to think about the future?
Yes. For the first time, I feel free to do so.
I hope I will be a part of it.
I must admit that I still find it difficult to believe that someone as gracious as you may have found an interest in someone like me. But nothing would make me happier. Anything else?
I must leave you.
I think we got him. We got him hooked. Thor will be so happy. Sad that it's not Petrus, but alas. Okay, I think having these two, I'm sure, will be totally fine.
My child, what can we do for you?
We would like to know more about the agreement you supposedly sealed with Bloodnid.
I do not see how our agreement concerns the congregation. But since you are asking us, we swore to provide this village with all our support in their fight against the Alliance.
In exchange, its inhabitants will have to renounce their pagan cult and turn towards the light.
My mother would never have made such an agreement. She's the one who encouraged me to become a Donegad.
The Queen had understood that the light was the only true path, even if she was attached to traditions. It is for this reason that we have accepted to seal our agreement according to your own rituals.
She had an engraver come to Valristal. He carved your strange symbols in the stone.
I do not believe a single word of this. You, the people of the light, are nothing but liars.
You would do well to hold your tongue, young lady. This village is now under our spiritual authority.
By not respecting us, you are committing blasphemy. And blasphemy is a crime that we punish severely.
Because you think that you can administer justice here. I am the daughter of Bloodnid, and you are...
Siora, let's not get into another battle and make new enemies. Let's go find this stone.
That is an excellent idea. Then you will see that we are telling the truth.
I'm working on it, Merch. I think we got him. I think we just got to talk to him again before we've entered the end game. Is that a one-way thing? Well, let's find out. Hello, Tor! Seems like it's been a while since I've seen you in my chat. I'm glad to have you back. You missed us. You missed the flirting. We flirted with Kurt a bit. I think... Well, I guess everyone is friendly. How am I nice with Palaime but suspicious with the Bridge Alliance? Oops. I feel like Afra has one more mission. Maybe I need to open up some dialogue with her. Damn bats. Do I have to go through here? Probably, sort of. How are you, Tor? It's been too long. We need to hang out more.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Nay, a lurk. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't have a lurk command. You're doing okay. That's good, Tor. I wish you were here to co-host, Tor.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
I am missing a spell, aren't I? No, I'm not. I don't have it unlocked with this build. That's right. Ow! I am that too. One day. Do you know how long you guys are gonna be in lockdown, or when you can maybe get that worked on? Hey, I don't want the box!
Your magic is running out. Take a potion. May the shadow engulf.
Bonk! Ow. Bonk. Bonk. No one knows. Unfortunate. How goes the mining and crafting over there? Am I still whitelisted for the Minecraft server? Loot. Doctor gloves. Wait a minute.
Here's the stone we were looking for. It is destroyed. We can no longer decipher the symbols. Strange, isn't it?
This stone was damaged on purpose. We will never know the precise terms of the agreement.
There may be a way. Promises in stone are a very ancient tradition. Those who want to make these agreements must turn to a keeper of promises. An artisan who makes the stone speak. There are but a few. We did not have one in our village before Karadek's arrival. He must be the one who engraved this stone.
I thought you could not write.
The Donegada have a secret writing that the keepers of promises always learn. Those who want to seal a promise tell them to write, and they take care of it.
Oof? What do you mean, oof, Simon? What do you want? Are you practicing your cursed art, Simon? play games from indie devs, it's better for them. Like Smite. I've streamed Smite before. I'm thinking of maybe trying to get back into Smite and doing it on Sundays, replacing my Sunday stream with Smiter Day. But we will see.
Protect me in this battle.
I'm not as good of an advertisement as Blazy though. Why don't I like you and your cursed images? I do like you, Simon. I don't like your cursed images. But that's not you. Sedge. I just think that they can get better. I'm encouraging you to improve, Simon. Wait, is it said that I don't hate you?
Do you want to trade? Do you see anything?
Is this destiny? Yes.
If you want to trade again, you know where to. Ato on Olmanawi, do you want to trade?
That's pretty cool. Sedge.
If you want to trade again, you know where to find me.
So Nea is walking and Siri ranking and bored? What? You wanna run that sentence by me again?
Strange. It looks like no one's there, but the door's left open.
Empty. Everything is broken and turned upside down. Empty. A sculpted, engraved stone. What happened here?
It seems like there was a fight. Everything is scattered around.
It's as if someone wanted to meticulously destroy everything in this workshop.
The owner must have left in a hurry, taking a few things and destroying the rest.
Unless someone else did this. We must find Karadeg.
Do you know where he might be?
This engraved stone bears the mark of Baraeg Nodas, Doncass's clan. Do you remember him? Karadeg originally belonged to this clan. He may have returned.
Let's go to Vigigidor and we'll find out.
Hi, bored. I'm Daddy. That is on stream for all the world to hear, and I hate it. Where am I in Blazy's family tree? I believe I'm still in the sister role. I'm his sister, so I am Chat's aunt. Fast travel is probably a feature I should be using more often. Hello, cousin. So are you one of the children? Or are you... Where are you in the family tree?
What brings you here on Almanawi?
We're looking for Karadeg, the Keeper of Promises.
Did he come back to your village?
He did come, and then he left. We could not take him back.
Did you exile him? Why?
He is the one who left. He disagreed with our stance on the Renaigse. He thought that we should be fighting them, throwing them back to the sea. This is why he joined the Gaesrad. And I did not want him to return if it meant that he would bring his hatred with him.
Do you know where he might have gone?
He feared someone or something, and he wanted to hide. He must have left for the woods, south of here. He knows the area well. Is there anything else?
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkus.
Qua awalum seg.
Dunkus is a good boy. You're the cousin that you interact a lot with, but don't. The one you know about, but don't interact a lot with. Okay. Yeah, I'm the wine aunt. So. That's just my lot in life. And since Blazy is father, then me being wine aunt implies that I would be his sister, which is how I became sister. But also I'm married to his husband, and flirting happens, so who knows what's going on in this family tree. We're Alabaman. It's an Alabaman family tree. Family shrub.
It is Karadeg. He's over there.
You're not very well hidden, sir.
Siora, Bertir Tumad Donegad. What are you doing with these strangers?
These strangers are my friends, Karadeg. You can speak in front of them without fear.
What do you want?
Tell me about your role as Keeper of Promises. What does it consist of?
Most words must be free and able to fly like birdsong. But some words must survive those who utter them. So they call on the Keepers of Promises. Those who want to become one must win the trust of the Donegada and prove their wisdom. Then they teach us the words of stone. And when someone wants to seal a promise, we offer them those words.
So you are a kind of cleric? Thank you, Karadeg.
Do you want to know anything else?
We would like to ask you about a stone you supposedly engraved.
It is the stone of the Renaigse, isn't it? I should never have accepted to seal such a promise. I did not like them, but I could not refuse to fulfill my duty. Not when Bladnid was demanding it. And now that she is no longer with us, these Monasinaiga are chasing me.
It is because you are the last person to know what was engraved on it. The stone has been destroyed.
I kept the piece of tree bark in which I prepared the glyphs. All the details are there.
With this tree bark, we could verify what my mother promised. Can you give it to us?
No, Donegad. I do not mean to disrespect you, but I will not. The Renaigse only bring us trouble, and you come with them. They will disappoint you just like they disappointed your mother. I do not want to deal with them ever again. They threaten my life, and because of them,
I am forced to hide here.
You can't post clip here, you'll post it in Blazy Clips. You got the— No! Do not put that in public. That's rude. Damn it. Why would you do this to me, Simon? You're so worried about me not liking you, and then you do things to make me not like you. Let's see, do we threaten him, or do we just kind of let him vibe? Okay, well now that's just rude, Simon. Don't do that. If I don't insist, can I just, like, let Ciara do it?
I understand your fear. Take some time to think and we'll come back later to see you.
There's no sarcasm feature in here.
Renaigse, you have returned.
We would like to talk once more about the glyphs on—
I told you that I did not want to hear about this promise any longer.
In that case, maybe we should tell the priests about your hideout. How about that?
Why would you do that? They would kill me.
I cannot believe you would say that.
This man's hatred of the settlers has made him blind. That he'd rather let his village fall into their hands than help us. He leaves me no choice.
Here, take this damned bark and leave me alone. Leave!
What do these glyphs say?
That we will assist the priests in their war against the lions, and they must help us in return. There is nothing about the spirits of the people of the village, or renouncing our traditions. I knew they were lying. Let's show this to Iselt.
Well, they didn't like that. But it saved us some time running around. And I should get that favor back by completing this. Yes. I do have a sarcasm feature though, and you should have picked up on it. I'm not actually going to hate you for posting the stupid shit that I said.
Ciara, Asir, always with your new friends. Bertir to Madiseld, I'm happy to see you. What do you want?
Azeld, about this pact your mother supposedly made with the priests.
Yes. Did you find anything new?
We went to Falristel to see the stone.
Were you able to read it, Ciara? No, because it was destroyed by someone. I am certain that the priests did it to protect their lies. You're probably right, but for as long as we cannot prove it...
We retrieved the piece of tree bark that Karadeg used as a model.
Ciara, what's written on it? Mother promised to help them against the lions, and they promised to help us in return. There's nothing mentioned about them settling here. And even less about them being entitled to the spirits of the people of our village. So they lied. They mocked us, and insulted the memory of our mother. I think it's high time they left. Don't you agree? I think so too. Come on, let's go. You lied to us. You took us for gullible children. Leave this village at once. You will never be welcome here again.
But if you want our help with the Alliance, your people must convert to the light.
Ooh. I could roll charisma for the guaranteed success, or I could have Petrus tell them off. I think I'm gonna go with Tor.
Petrus, could you try to reason with them?
My brothers and sisters, you have tried to convert this village in a deceitful manner, but your attempt has failed. It's time for you to recognize your defeat and leave this place with dignity.
Father, do you really think that...
Come on. We cannot disobey a bishop, sister. We better leave now.
Aw, come on, Petrus. I was hoping for some lashings.
I did not think they would leave of their own accord. Thank you, Anol Manawi. Thanks to you, we managed to chase away these lawyers. And we will be able to perform our rituals and give our mother back to the earth. Yes. Thank you. Our village is in your debt. Siora, I will need you for the ritual. Will you help me? Of course, Asir. Karans, do you need something?
I must pass the trial of water. Do you know anything about it?
I have heard it talked about. It is a trial that all must pass if they wish to become the High King. One says that the trial reveals the true personality of those who pass it. My mother passed it during the last election, but it was Vinbar that was elected in the end.
Did she tell you
Yes,
about it?
beautiful Cam.
A little, but it is a secret trial. It is important that you give your whole heart to it. I know that you must choose your path in your way. Combat is not necessarily the best response, even if it allows you to get to where you are going. If you are confronted with animals, remind yourself that they must feed, and there are ways of altering food to make those who eat it fall into a deep and peaceful sleep.
Is that an idea that your mother used? It's clever. Thank you.
Anything else?
Beautiful camera.
How did you know that those missionaries were lying? After all, given the situation, your mother could have wanted to form an alliance.
I knew my mother well. We were close.
Shoulder.
She would never have renounced her beliefs to forge an alliance.
I think I understand. Your island, your culture, and your faith are so closely tied that you cannot renounce one without renouncing the others.
Exactly. The earth talks to us because we believe in it, in its spirits. Without these beliefs, we would be but empty shells. Our mother would never have wanted that for us. I am happy to see that you understand us so well. Anything else?
Why are you and your sister so different?
If you're talking about physical differences, they're linked to the fact that Iseld is not on Olmenawi. When we were little, we were perfectly identical. But our tempers were always different.
I have no trouble believing it. And I'm glad that out of the two sisters, it is the gentler one who is by my side now.
Gentler? Really? The lion soldier on the battlefield would not have agreed. Anything else?
I must leave you. See you later.
That might not have been the right choice, but it's okay, because we're gonna banker. It's okay, Simon. Daddy would never be upset with you. Maybe only a little bit. Hello, camera? Okay, anyway. Water. It's okay, we can just remind the Blazy mods that clips that do not involve Blazy do not go in Blazy clips. Easy. That'll get rid of the clip, I'm sure.
Siora, do you know anything about the trial that awaits us inside?
My mother passed it during the last election, but it was Vinbar that was elected in the end.
Did she tell you about it?
A little, but it is a secret. I know that you must choose your combat is not necessary. If you are confronted and there...
Thank you, game, for reminding me what we already talked about. Now, as I recall...
Look, they're eating the old carcass. If you poured some sleeping potion on it, they'd fall asleep.
Which I conveniently have.
You did it. They're sleeping. We should be able to pass without a fight.
Aww, snoozing puppies. Seeker would be so proud. Little bat bastards. Luckily. Figure. It's probably safe to go.
May the Enlightened help us.
You were freezing and you had this empty stare. The water in the basin spoke to you, no?
Yes. Exactly like the lightning-struck tree. I was something else for a brief moment.
Tell us. Visions like this are guides, keys for the sacred rituals.
I was in the sky. I was floating, carried by the wind. And it was a cold feeling. I was high up and it was getting colder and colder. I felt my blood freezing in my veins. I fell to the ground and spun slowly. And then, the sun warmed me, and suddenly I bounced on the ground, and I was taken by the bubbling current of this creek. Then, just like before, the vision dissipated, and I was suddenly with you again. This stone is blackened, eaten away. This stone is adorned with the etching of a drop of water. Here, this looks like a snowflake. Snow will make this drawing looks like an infant. The drawing on this stone makes me think of fire. I'm certain on this stone the sun is visible. This stone bears the image of a storm. Or perhaps the wind.
Wind. And then cold. Then bounced on the ground and got carried away by water?
I must have lit the candles in the wrong order.
Wind. I'm sure that's fine. Okay, wind, cold. Just wind, cold, water, and then sun. Did the sun come first? Sun. Water. What if I just... Wait. Isn't there a way around you? Is this the way I came in?
This must be the seal that Glendan spoke about. It looks like the silhouette of the mountain of Tir Fredi, and a face is drawn within it.
The spirit of the volcano. One of the faces of Einon Míl-Frichtemann.
Look at me. I am good noodle. I avoid death and murder.
Bear tir to mad on Almanawi. I congratulate you for passing the trial. Enter.
And so you have returned. Can you tell me what the seal deep within the cavern brings into your mind?
A face in the mountain of Tir Fredi.
Then you have seen the true face of the island when looking into her waters. And the island has seen inside you. You sent the beasts into a deep sleep. That was very clever. Another before you did the same. In choosing the path of silence, you avoided confronting the Dosantats. Finally, you have completed the ritual. And in so doing, the Guardian recognized you as a wise man. You choose to trust the way of ruse and wisdom. It is a difficult path, but it carries generous fruits. The island has seen your intelligence and also your compassion. The friendship of Katasach towards you no longer surprises me.
Am I authorized to encounter Einon Míl-Frichtemann now? To present him with my request?
If the High King agrees, yes. We shall not oppose that decision. Only a High King or High Queen is allowed to open the sanctuary. I warned you. Your voyage is far from over.
I suppose that I'm going to need to convince him as well. Where can I find him?
I do not know. And I believe that it may be another trial on your path to find the one you seek.
Is he hiding? Has he been captured?
He disappeared several months ago. Since then we have not heard from him. He was worried about the Renaigse. The last people to have seen him, I'm told, were the most important chiefs of the clans here at the council. There was Deirdre, Blatnid, Ulan, and Dunkas.
My mother, alas, can tell us nothing more.
Yes, I heard about your loss, Siora. And divorced Tirce. Mourning is a difficult time to pass.
And divorced Tirce. Thank you, Glendan.
Deirdre is the Mal of the clan of the Storm Warriors. You will find her in the village of Vedlog.
I have already met her. She sent me to confront a guardian.
That sounds like her. Ulan is the Mal of the village of Vignamri, near the coast. It is said that he welcomes the Renaigse. As for Dunkas, he leads the Vigigidor. He is the chief of the Earth Healers. His village is not very far from the Didekidan Nadages.
Very well. I will go and see them. Try to find this High King. Thank you, Glendan.
Kwa'awalamseg. I hope that you will find him.
Alright. Swing. I dinged. Alright. There was something I wanted to work towards. I could save up for Shadow Burst. I might do that. cousin. We must speak. Ooh. Wait, can I wear this one yet? I can! Sure. I can give you this one. Then I can sell the Divine Ring.
Desade, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
You have more quests!
I'm under the impression that you've not learned as many things as you wanted by observing Dorcas's clan.
That's true. I hope to discover the physical or alchemical mechanism behind their metamorphoses. But instead, I don't know. I think I now understand the bond that unites their people to this land. The links that connects them, and the power of their culture. It's unexpected. I wonder if this couldn't become another subject for study. The study of people, their customs and beliefs. If I said that in Alsard, people would think I've gone mad, but here, everything is possible, right? Learning about the natives would allow us to stop being afraid of them, and to see them like fellow humans at last.
I must leave you.
Wouldn't that be nice? Seeing people as people. Crazy. Where's my cousin? I love him.
Lieutenant, I demand an explanation. Tell us what is going on. We haven't heard anything about Lord D'Orsay's condition in spite of our inquiries. We are extremely worried. And then all of a sudden one of his guards appears, shaken and on his own, though he is part of his retinue.
Please, allow me the chance to shed some light, my lady.
Your soldier is nothing more than a coward for abandoning his highness.
Tell me, what is going on?
This soldier has just reported in. He is asking for reinforcements. He believes that Lord D'Orsay has been attacked.
He believes? He ran here without full knowledge of what happened firsthand.
I was sent on patrol far from the camp, but I heard screams, from men and from beasts. I wanted to return to camp, but then I heard a deafening sound, grinding, like a landslide. I thought then it would be best just to go and get help.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You are dismissed. I would like to have a discussion with this man alone.
Yes.
My lady, could you lead these fine people into the hallway if you would be so kind?
Certainly. I deplore this embarrassing turn of events. But know that you have my full support in all circumstances.
In the interest of avoiding a general panic, tell me precisely what happened back there.
Your cousin ordered us to escort him beyond the town limits. The islander convinced him to go on some journey.
By islander, do you mean the Donegad that came to treat his affliction?
Yes, a strange bird. Missing more than one feather, you ask me, milady. I was ordered to set up patrol along a small path, rather far from the rest of the company. I was told to protect our perimeter from anyone wandering along. According to the islander, it was the only access to their planned destination. I did my rounds for quite some time. Not a soul came along. but then I heard cries a ways off. And I went running to help. I heard an enormous crashing sound like an avalanche of rocks. So then I turned right back around.
And you ran all the way here? Do you know precisely where the company was when you heard these sounds?
No, not precisely. I hadn't gone there. But I could show you where I was posted. The islander said they were following the path, but he was quite a ways ahead when I lost sight of them.
Why didn't you go and look for yourself? To see if they had been buried by a rock slide?
What? Alone? What could I have done? It seemed of greater urgency to go and get help.
I'm still having trouble deciding if cowardice or intelligence got the best of you. But that's a question for your superiors. My cousin was quite weak. Do you know why he decided to follow the Denegad?
His Highness was feeling much better. The potions that he was drinking must have been potent. I mean to show no disrespect to His Highness, but that islander had the high ground in the War of Wits. I wasn't privy to their counsel. I haven't the beginning of an explanation for the expedition, but your cousin was all full of enthusiasm and ordered that we set out as quick as we could make ready.
That sounds like him. What sort of mess has he gotten himself into again?
I am sorry, milady, but I don't know anything else I could tell you.
Dismissed, soldier. Looks like I'm going on an expedition.
Thank you, milady.
There's my cousin! My beloved cousin, taken from me.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the...
I really need to get better at picking up bodies. What a mess. Oh yeah, I wonder if I can do this yet. Really nothing here? I feel like there should be. Just a bunch of iron. Obviously, Dunkus.
Desade, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
I know I'm missing a quest, I just don't know how to unlock it. Oh, that's loot shit. Wait. There we go. Wait. Do I not have level 2 crafting? Oh, I already have. Wait. Oh, I have science. Right, because Pedro wanted me to be a smart. Shit. Dunkas.
What brings you here on Almanawi?
I seek Vinbar, your High King. I was told you were among the last to have seen him.
I do not know if that is true. Others most certainly crossed this path after me. But since you have helped our island, it is only right that I help you in return. The last time I saw him, we were in Dorhat Genedu. He wanted us to help him decide what we should do about you. You, the Renaigse. Dedra and Bladnid wanted us to spill blood and chase you from our lands. Ulan's words were all honey, as is his talent, and wanted us to welcome you with open arms. I attempted, as is my wont, to follow the path of wisdom, that which winds between the others. Vinbar was not convinced by any of us. He decided to turn to a far greater source of wisdom. He left us to go to the sanctuary to see Enonmil Frictimen.
Would he still be there?
I do not think so. The Great Mind must have guided his footsteps in a direction beyond our understanding. But he would not have abandoned his people without first seeing his own one last time. You should go to Wen Shavar. Maybe there they would know where you could find him.
Thank you, Dunkas.
That's a big boy.
Bit of poison on my blade. Let's go!
Big boy have big hitbox. I got counterbunked. Why does this cow have obsidian on it?
Dear Tumad, it is rare to see Renaikse here. Is there something I can do for you?
I'm looking for High King Vinbar. I know that he disappeared after having visited the heart of the island, but someone here in his village might know where he went after that.
If anyone knows, it would be Sarah. But you will not find her here. Anything else?
Would you know where I could find Sarah?
She left to follow Vimbar. She wanted the mountains to take her as well.
What do you mean?
I don't know if Renaikse could understand. Our High King is on Olmenawi, and a Donegad. His bond with the mountain is very strong. Even stronger now that he speaks with the Enolmil Frichtimen. Sarah knew that the mountain would take him back, and she wanted the mountain to take her as well. She went to attempt to bond herself to it. She sought the Cavern of Knowledge. We haven't seen her since. She might have succeeded. Anything else?
Where is this Cavern of Knowledge located?
I don't know. The Caverns of Knowledge are the concern of the Donegada. Anything else?
Thank you for your help.
Wa'aulamsek.
Nice little village. Pretty.
Beard Tiotomad on Almanawi. Esqueto.
Hello. I'm sorry, but I do not speak your language.
Really? Then you are a Renaigse? I have never met one with the bond. Might I do something for you?
I am looking to find Vinbar, the High King of Tirfredi. And I was told that he was born in this village. He disappeared after visiting the heart of the island. But I was hoping someone here might know where he is hiding.
You should speak with Sarah. She is the companion of our king.
Where might I find her?
I do not know. She left the village and I have not seen her in several days. Anything else?
I heard talk about a Cavern of Knowledge.
It is a place where the Donegada go. Within the earth. They hear the voices of those that went before them. And they learn. There are some on Tirfredi. The closest to our village is found to the northeast of here. But the entrance is sealed, hidden. It is a sacred place. A place for only the Donegada. Anything else?
Goodbye.
Wa'aulamseg.
Is anyone still there? How is chat doing? Are we having a good midweek?
poison on my blade.
That could have gone better.
Armor will no longer protect. Let's see if we can warn this strength. Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
Don't. These guys are mean. Turtle gator. The quest I think I'm missing may not be an Africa quest. I might have to go back and talk to Governor Burren. Which I will do after meeting Sarah. Fox.
Speak, savage! What stops your tongue? You think someone's coming to save you? Give in! Your life is in our hands. It is time to tell us all you know. The sooner you speak, the sooner this will be over with.
We should be discreet if we want to eavesdrop on these people.
Do I want to eavesdrop on them?
She's been enduring this punishment for hours, blow upon blow through gritted teeth.
Truly savage beast we have here. Do we even know if it speaks our language?
Leave us. You will eventually tell us how you found your way into that grotto.
Your defiance is only prolonging the inevitable.
You remind me of that rat my master was studying.
The creature used all of its fire in an effort to escape. Scratching, twisting, refusing to understand that the cage holding it was its only remaining world. It had everything it could ever need, but it wouldn't stop looking for a way out. Even though its fate was now sealed to serve science, its animal instinct drove it to flee. It had strangled itself between the bars of its own cage in a final futile attempt to escape. It was an enormous beast and very clever. If it had simply relented, It could have lived peacefully for many years. Instead of that...
These monsters are torturing her. Come, we must set her free.
We could wait until nightfall to set her free, and avoid fighting these scholars.
Kill them all.
A bit of poison on my blade. Let's go!
Oh.
But I recognize this face. Lady de Sade, what a pleasure to see you again.
Sorry for shooting you.
What good wind brings you?
These people are monsters. They just tortured a woman, and then they say hello, as if it were nothing.
I'm sure that they will explain what pushes them to treat her this way.
Believe me, we would never have reached such extremities if she had told us what we wanted. You see, we have been studying these beings that show, like you, such strange markings on their bodies. We call them metamorphs, but the natives call them Onolmanawi. And we seek to learn through what process they metamorphosize. We heard talk of a cavern of knowledge. The savages hide all of their knowledge within them. And certainly all the secrets that interest us. We discovered one here, but are unable to enter. This woman, she knows how to enter. But as you have witnessed, she refuses to tell us how. To know we are so close to understanding such a fascinating phenomenon, and to be able to do nothing. Let's just say it has made us aggressive.
It's extremely regrettable. Free her. We would like to have a word with her.
She won't tell you anything. Let us handle this. She will give in at some point.
Have you already forgotten all that you owe me? Without me, you would all be locked away in Duren's jails, or likely even dead. I took you for sages, doctors, but you are nothing more than a gang of skin flayers. You have made me regret my actions.
It is true that we indeed owe you our lives, but all this knowledge, ripe for the picking.
No knowledge justifies treating anyone this way.
Ugh, free her now! We shall leave. Nothing more holds us here.
How are you feeling?
Better now. Those Renaigse are absolute monsters. But who are you? You too are a Renaigse. Why have you freed me?
We were told at Wenshavar that you and you alone could tell us where to find High King Vinbar.
I wish I knew where he was right now. He bid me farewell weeks ago and he has not returned. I waited a long time and then I came here. To enter into the Cavern of Knowledge.
You believe that this is where he is hiding?
No. But he came here often before he disappeared. I'm hoping to find answers. You saved me. And so I must help you as well. You may come with me. The Cave of Knowledge is a bit further north.
I forgot that they were related to Afra's team, or that they were Afra's team, rather. I should have brought her along. Nighttime. I would have killed them, but I did go to a lot of trouble to save them, so I guess I'll let them go.
Here is the entrance to the Cavern of Knowledge. I hope that Vinbar has left a clue to where he went. Something I could track.
Is it your wish to join him?
He is my Manundanem. That means the one who shares my mind in your language. We must be reunited.
I understand. But why protect the entrance to the cavern at the risk of your own life?
The Caverns of Knowledge are truly sacred places. Only the Doneigada have the right to enter.
But you are not a Doneigad. Is that right?
I am not. But I must enter in spite of everything. And since you have helped me, you may enter as well. Even if I am not sure I can trust you. Because you spared these people. Remind yourself that this honor is immense and show respect. I implore you.
Put your fears to rest. We have not come to defile this sacred place. How do we enter?
Allow me. I have seen Vinbar make these movements so many times.
The paint of this fresco is still fresh. It must have been painted recently. It's of a crowned man. Vinbar, no doubt. It looks as if he is walking through the skies towards the volcano. A face has been painted on the volcano.
The spirit of the mountain. My heart did not betray me. Vinbar has readied himself to join Enon Milfrichtemen.
Was that why you came in here? To confirm that supposition?
To understand, yes. As the years passed, my Minundanem grew more and more distant to me. I thought at first it was due to his status and the invasion of the Renaigse. But now I see that he was hearing the call of Enon Milfrichtemen. He had no choice but to answer it. Oh, Vinbar, why did you not share this with me?
These paintings are older. This looks like it represents a man who transforms himself into some kind of enormous bird.
He is a Doneigad, becoming a Nadaig Meneman. Vinbar was also bound to the mountain. It is no doubt the path he has chosen to follow.
If I understand correctly, the Doneigada metamorph differently according to the place they are bound.
Yes. The Sinolmenawi bind them to a specific place, and in return they become the Guardians. But how could a Guardian of the Plains resemble a Guardian of the Mountains?
Do you believe that Vinbar is readying himself to undergo this transformation? I thought it was a very slow process.
For some, it takes years. At least this is what is said. For others, it might take place the very moment where the Doneigad surrenders to Enol Milfrichtemen. I hope only to have the time to bid him farewell.
Given how well hidden this seed was, it must open an important passage. All we have to do is find out which. This mural is also ancient. It seems to show a doorway into the mountain. It seems that this door is just in front of a circle of stone. There are 2 altars and 2 seeds.
The Doneigada seal certain sacred places with root doors.
Yes, I have run into similar barriers. It's all a matter of finding the right seed. But here, there are 2 that seem to be different. For one, the flower motifs seem to indicate which plant is required.
This is possible. The caverns of knowledge are used to initiate and transmit the knowledge of the Dene Gada. This painting must teach the younger how to reach the sacred place where they will bind themselves.
In that case, shouldn't there be an illustration of the second plant?
The initiates also learn by listening to their masters.
On this one we see a sacred site with raised stones. And behind the face of the volcano, we also see a path that leads there. Like some sort of schematic.
This must certainly be the path the young apprentices must walk. And the Done Gada that are prepared to surrender themselves to Enolmir Frichtmen.
Do you recognize the place where the entrance can be found?
I think so. It looks like the grotto that lies to the northwest of our village.
With all that we have learned from studying these paintings, we should be able to find Vinbar. I just hope there is still enough of him left to answer us.
What do you hope to ask of him?
We hope that he will agree to take us into the sanctuary of Dorhad Genadu.
What do you hope to ask of him? Why would the Renaigse? It matter not. My head spins. I will wait for you outside.
Please, go ahead. We will join you shortly.
That woman left in a bit of a hurry, don't you think?
Sarah is upset, and I don't think that she trusts us. We should hurry and catch up to her.
This door is locked. Sarah has put us in a very tricky situation.
She did not want us to find Vinbar. Come, these caves often have several exits.
Well, that's just rude. To go there, but I might run. Did I do this?
These traps weren't here when we went through with Sarah earlier.
She must have set them to make sure that we wouldn't be able to follow her.
Let's hurry and find this passage to the northern mountain. Before she decides to come and fight us directly.
Can't steal them. Feels bad. Luckily, missions aren't really time-gated, so...
Karans, could you help me once more?
What is it?
I must prepare the ritual for our mother's funeral, and I think that I will need your help.
But your sister will be there. Surely you'd rather be together.
For the ritual, yes, it will only be the two of us. But before that, your support would be a great help. Will you come with me?
Of course. I'd be happy to be by your side. Let's go.
Guess I'll do that too. I'm sure having Shura in the party for this won't be a problem.
Lady de Sardet, what bountiful wind brings...
Enough pleasantries, Excellency. They are a dull canter after such treachery.
I beg your pardon? What are you talking about?
Have you forgotten that after sending me to save your servants, that you then again sought my assistance? According to you, I needed only to convince the Tiana Hakadactus to provide us with a remedy. But you used me like a pawn, seeking in truth to capture her.
I cannot understand why you are reacting in this way. I was certain that the witch doctor would refuse to help us. They have us marked down as enemies, after all. And I had good reason to believe that you would not resort to physical persuasion.
You were even ready to use brute force against your own allies.
Whatever do you mean?
After wounding the Tiana, your spy attempted to kill me, Excellency. And you dare to tell me that my anger is exaggerated. Can I remind you that to assassinate a legate is to declare war against her sovereign?
I promise you that I had no intention for any harm to befall you. That man went beyond his orders, I assure you. I implore you, please accept my sincerest and profound apologies in the name of the Bridge Alliance.
I can only give you the benefit of the doubt for now, Your Excellency. In the meantime, you need not keep a candle lit for the return of your sire. He paid for his audacity with his life.
He would have been made to answer for such infamy, I assure you. Once again, I apologize sincerely for this crime. It should never have happened. In any case, we need to get our hands on this woman. The remedy is perhaps...
There never was a remedy. It was a wild goose chase. Perhaps even some sort of machination.
No. That is terrible. This is a great setback. How could I have been so naive? What a shame. I am truly sorry that you risked your life in vain. Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
I have taken care of your problem with the caravans. The merchants should now be able to reach Hikmet.
Captain Rainhild has sent a message to that effect. You have done a great service for me. Though there is something that bothers me. I was told that you met these savages and then let them go. They showed no mercy at all with your own merchants.
The congregation is not in conflict with these natives, and has no wish to begin one.
Ah, your famous neutrality. Well then, you have solved the problem, and I would be discourteous to deny it.
My pleasure. I imagine the captain must have informed you of all that we learned.
Indeed, and I am extremely worried. An attack of any significant magnitude would be a catastrophe for our city. We have the means to repel these savages, but it will not be without great losses.
Perhaps there is another way. The natives have clearly expressed their wishes. The freedom of their brothers and sisters.
I see where this is headed, but I fear that they were not honest with you. A few natives are being held in the prison of the Coin Guard, but a handful of warriors does not seem to justify an assault of such commitment.
They were not speaking of just a few soldiers, but of kidnappings. The victims are only villagers.
This is inexplicable. We have taken no villagers. Of course, we answer their attacks in kind. And at times we have taken prisoners on the battlefield. But what use would we have for a few fishermen, hunters, and weavers?
Might it be possible that these kidnappings have taken place without your consent?
I doubt that. But of course, it is always possible that a few bandits might have stolen a shipment of arms. If that were the case, that would explain a great deal. Since you have been of such service to my people, and this grievous affair seems of great concern to you, would you be of a mind to lead the inquiry? Capture a few of these savages. Make it your mission to make them talk. We must understand what is going on before they attack.
Very well. I shall get to the bottom of this affair, Your Excellency.
Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
Hello, TNT.
Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lady.
I am continuing to procrastinate on endgame things by doing side missions. How are you? Sounds like Monster Hunter. Indeed! I'm doing alright.
Come closer. Come closer.
Simon, Tor, and Murch were here at one point.
Your Excellency.
Oh, I can't get Afra a new hat. That's gonna make her look nice again. You're here now and that's all that matters. That's true. My chat feels so empty without you. I mean, I guess there's Seeker, but he just comes in and posts ships. TNT, you should make it extra credit for your class to follow me, Blazy, and Nea.
Respectfully, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
Governor Burin asked me to investigate the abductions the rebels told us about. If we could find the origin and free their comrades, I'm sure they would stop their attack. I need to locate and speak with the other rebels. Do you know where they could be?
No. They don't attack often. I fear they're gathering their forces.
Captain, the patrol we sent to the west has not returned yet.
I may have spoken too quickly, Your Excellency. Although it might still be possible that our men are just delayed.
Perhaps you would allow me to search for them. Maybe they crossed paths with the rebels.
Corporal, do you know which way the patrol went?
Of course, Captain.
You will lead, His Excellency. In hope that our men are still alive.
At your command, Captain. Your Excellency. Find me at the entrance of the camp when you're ready to start.
You don't give extra credit, otherwise you would? Well, maybe you should start, because that's clearly not an abuse of your power.
Are you ready to go, Your Excellency?
Yes. Let's go.
Sounds like a lot of extra work. Nah. Only for the students, because now they have to, like, start simping and stuff. Doink! Oh, it's a boy. I had never noticed that before. I kinda wish I hadn't now. Sure, it would be easier to follow you if you just get in front of me. There. This man is very jingly.
Is that the patrol we're looking for?
Yes. That's them. More victims of these savages. But 2 of the soldiers are missing. Maybe they managed to escape. They'll surely need help. We should look for them.
Trouble! Please help me!
This man needs to be cared for. But in his condition, we can't take him back to the outpost.
Allow me.
Heal.
There. That should be better.
Thank you, madam. Without your help, I would probably have died here.
Tell us what happened.
We came across a group of rebel savages. It was a massacre. A few seconds later, only Franz and I were left. We fled. I managed to drag myself here, but he was not so lucky. The savages caught up with him.
Was he captured? Did you see where they took him?
They headed north to Frazonegan, but in the state I was in, I didn't see much else.
Your Excellency, please. We should get him out of there. They're bound to torture and kill him.
We'll take care of it, Corporal. The rebels must have left traces when dragging the prisoner. But not you. You must help your wounded man to reach the outpost. Come on.
And TNT, it may be extra work, but it's worth it. Their aggro range is quite long. What? How? Donk. Doesn't matter, got the poison. Donk. Bonk. See? Tell Seeker, I tried to get around them. They just decided to come at me.
There's our group of rebels. The soldier they captured looks dead.
The extra credit is not worth it. That means in the case I would have to get usernames, check, modify, grade book, and after all that, where do we get around?
Let's go, Renaigze. Stand up.
Oh darn, more classes, more people. Sounds great.
Quayas.
My name is Desade. I'm the legate of the congregation. I'm here because I want to talk to your chief.
I know who you are. The Renaigze on Ol Manawi. What do you want to say to Armal?
I want to talk to him about the abductions and to understand what's going on.
You would be the first Renaigze to care. How do we know you're not just saying that to find out where our camp is?
I am not part of the Alliance. My only goal is to avoid deaths on both sides. Help me. I am your only chance to free your prisoners without bloodshed.
You seem to really believe what you say. I hope I'm not mistaken. Very well. Tell me when you are ready to follow me to our camp. Are you ready to follow me, Renaigse?
Let's go.
Exactly, TNT. It's not a problem at all. It just means more
It's this
people.
way.
More classes, more people. I mean, I only need 9.
Let's stay on guard.
What are you afraid of? That the Donea Exregal have set a trap for us?
It's this way. I'm letting my comrades know we're here, so that they let us pass. Follow me. We are almost there. It's this way.
I'm sorry it takes so long to climb up ladders, game.
It's this way. This is our main camp. This is where you will find our Mal. I hope I am not wrong to lead you here, and that you are not a traitor.
So, here's the famous rebel camp. I hope their leader can tell us more about these abductions.
And we're just gonna totally ignore the captured soldier.
Who are you and what are you doing here, Renaigse?
My name is Desade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. I came to talk to you about the abductions and your forthcoming attack.
And how did you find our camp?
I convinced one of your men to bring me.
Please, Mal. Explain to her what you know. She can help us free our brothers.
Well, I'll tell you what we know, then you'll understand why we have to fight lions. Many seasons ago, Sinolmanawi started to disappear. Lions attacked the villages and took them with them. We never saw them again. They were either crazy or so injured that even our best Donegad couldn't do anything. So we counterattacked and captured some of their soldiers. And we learned that they were taking our people to a place they call a laboratory. It is there that they torture and kill them. They talked about experiments.
Experiments? So that was the reason for all these abductions? But what do they hope to discover?
They hope to find a cure for the Malachor. And I'm afraid they're willing to carry out any atrocity to find one.
We found the laboratory, but it is heavily guarded. So we are preparing for war. Do you understand now?
Yes. And if what you tell me is true, we must put an end to it.
Alert! The lions are attacking! Traitor! It was you who led them to us!
No, I swear. They asked me to investigate. It was never a question of attacking you.
Then prove it! Fight with us!
The Alliance betrayed me as much as you. I owe them nothing.
I think I can take the hit to my Bridge Alliance rep. Friends like these. Where are you going?
You have fought bravely. And your word is true on Ormanawi.
The Alliance is the ally of the Congregation. Taking your side was not a decision I made lightly. But Governor Buren used and betrayed us. And he will answer for it. Please, wait before you attack. I will do everything to dismantle this laboratory and release your people.
I trust you. So we will wait. But don't take too long. Qua awalem seg on Ormanawi.
Goodbye.
Alright, looking at the time, I think this is where I will probably end it after I grab my loot. Next time, we're gonna go see what Governor Buren has to say about all this. We should get the laboratory side quest, and then we have to help Siora with her mother's burial. And then it's back to endgame. Eventually we'll finish this game. And eventually I will have to find a new game to play. But for now, we're gonna go raid Jedi Cardit, because he's a good boy. So, thank you all for joining me. Go give Jedi a couple blah blahs and remind him that he smells. And I will see you Friday morning for what the fuck is Star Conflict with Clive. And then Sunday will either be more Greedfall or Smite, depending on who's available and how I feel. Have a good... Oh, and don't forget tonight! Tonight is Stardew Day! Stardew Valley on X's channel. I'll give him a shout out in a moment. Actually, I'll just do that right now. I shout him out. He's not here. Thank you again, and have a good rest of your day.